Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I told you I'd be back with a video on makeup. I'm doing a tutorial for you guys, so if you like this bronzy look for mature women for summer, please stay tuned, watch the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I would love to hear from you, and so stay tuned. Thanks. Let's get started. Okay, and I should mention, I have a little bruising under here. I got bonked in the face when I was wearing my sunglasses, so just in case you see bruising, everything's okay. Just clumsy me. Okay, what we're going to use first is, since I'm tan, I'm going to be using my Visible Lift Blur, and this is in, I believe, just medium. Sand beige. It's in sand beige number 208. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to blend it with Real Techniques foundation brush. So get my hair out of the way. What I usually do is put it on the back of my hand and then apply it with my fingers. Got a little bit of an owie there. I might need a tad bit more. This is on the sheerer side as far as the foundation goes, but I just love the way it blurs out everything, gives you a nice canvas. So, and we're going for that bronzy look, so I cut my bangs so they're really short right now. I don't like them, but they'll grow. Anyway, and this foundation I can actually put around the eyes because it does soften and blur the lines a little bit. And I do have my mirror over here, so I may sneak a peek. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know it's been a while since I've done a full video. I did that little short one, which I'll link, just to kind of tell you I'm still around. I've been so busy with work and band and, you know, having fun with my hubby or my daughter or all of us doing stuff. We do a lot of things on the weekend, so we never have really slow weekends like I used to, which is fine. I am using Volante. It doesn't even say it. You can't even read it anymore. It's Healer Concealer by Volante, which is the place that I go and get procedures. And my dermatologist, med spa, whatever you want to call it, they sell this. She made it and they sell it. So, and they gave me some, and I used it, so I like it. It's a thicker concealer, and this is in medium. I'm going to use, wait, I'm going to use the wrong one. I'm going to use this. It's like a concealer. I use it as a concealer brush, and I just go right underneath. It takes very little of this concealer. I'm kind of covering up that bruising too because I don't want that to show too much. It's a pretty thick concealer, as you can see. It covers well. I get right in the corners of my eye, right in here, because it's thin and kind of looks bluish. And I don't like that, so I always go down here to kind of cover up any of this, which I don't have as much of right now, so that's good. And then I do whatever's left over, I kind of hit this down here because I don't like anything that looks droopy. As we age and our skin starts to droop, you know, that happens, but and then I do a little bit down the nose, just kind of brighten up that area. And all the way down like that. I really have leftovers. Okay, what I'm going to do I'm going to go into my, oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. I'm going to use a cream contour stick. This is the Wet n Wild cream contour and a bronzing stick, but I use it as contour, and it blends really nicely over. You never want to do one of these cream ones after you've powdered. So we'll do this first. Get the cream one in here. And then get rid of my double chin. You know, even when I lose weight, I still have that, and it just bugs me. And an itch. Okay, I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, and it's a contour brush, and I'm going to use it to blend this, and it blends beautifully with this brush. See, it actually bronzes and contours, and so since we're going for a very fresh, summery, bronzy look, it's perfect. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. I actually got this little Real Techniques brush kit at All Cosmetics Wholesale, and it probably was the same price, but these are really good brushes, and I do like them. But you don't have to spend a lot. The Wet n Wild concealer is just as good as the NYX Wonder Stick. It blends out a little more sheer, which I like, actually. It makes it look more natural. And then we'll go over this again, and you may not have to do as much contouring as I do, but do it on the cheeks to get that bronzy glow, because that's what we're going for. And now I'm going to cover it with my NYX No Filter, my favorite powder, of course. And this one is in medium olive, and I used this even when I wasn't tanning, I will say that, but I should just do it when I'm tanning because it is a little dark. But this also blurs a lot, which is really nice, and I just go over everything softly. It'll still keep a nice glow, but it's a mattified glow, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I'm going to actually put some of this under my eye because I'm not using the other thing, and just kind of set it gently. Not a lot, because obviously we don't put a lot of powder under there. And set it. Okay, that's good. And then what I'm going to do is just to make it look a little more matte and a little more coverage, is I'm going to take Ulta's Double Duty Powder Foundation. This is in tan. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and kind of go over the areas that I want a little bit more mattified and darker without getting rid of the highlighted areas at all. So it just kind of evens everything out a little bit more, because that foundation is pretty sheer. Alright, now we're going to actually use a nude palette that I just got. It's inexpensive, but I wanted to play with it. It's a BYS eyeshadow palette, nude. So we're going to have a little fun with that one. And it's got a lot of bronzy colors in it, which I really like, and some deeper colors. And some of them are matte, but most of them are frost. And so, again, the bronzy thing, we'll do a little bit of both on here. And then, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush, just a big old fluffy brush, and I'm going to hit this skin colored one, which is, actually I have names on it, it's called Couture. This one's Couture. And this is just going to be my all over flesh toned matte canvas color. Just to cover it up. Instead of, you know, you can use an eyeshadow base. I am not right now, because I figure when I do this, I usually don't get creasing. As long as I put a matte flesh colored, you know, basic color over my lid, I don't get a lot of creasing, so that'll work. But if you prefer to use a primer, that's good. And, you know, I should probably, but I just don't always. Okay, that just gave us a matte canvas for everything. And I'm going to go in with my trusty little nice blending brush. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to take the e.l.f. contour brush. And I'm going to go in with, this one is called, what's it called? NYC. Right here. And it's also a matte, but we're going to hit the this part right in here. I'm blanking on names right now. It's really weird. So, just kind of darkening up that part of the eye. Isn't that weird that I'm forgetting the name of that part of the eye? I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, ladies. Okay, I'm just softly defining that right there. We will get some bronzy, goldy stuff in there as well. So right in there. It's a really nice, this is a matte also, but we're going to get some shimmer on the lid here. It's going to be a soft bronzy look. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, wow, this, got some banging going on. This is a, you can use any matte or any kind of a flat brush, but I'm just going to use this one. And I'm going to go into this gold color called Chic. It's a very gold frosty color. And I'm going to put that right on the mobile lid. Do you see the gold? And that really, for blue eyes, it picks up great. But it, actually, you can use any kind of a warm, well, a warm or pinky bronzy color depending on your skin tone and your eye color and all of that. For me, definitely the warm tones, the golds, whatnot, they really bring out the blue in my eyes. And I like them. So we did a parade yesterday morning, which was really fun, but we had to get up really early and drive about an hour to get to it. And it was fun. This one's called Cocoa. It's a frosty charcoal, frosty chocolatey color, and I'm going to put that then on the edges, on the outer corner, right here. Kind of place it in there first. Get a little more depth. If I don't get enough depth out of this, because I haven't really played with this palette much, I might switch palettes to get that corner definition. It's alright. Right there in the corner, this chocolatey color, which I really like. And get into, I guess, do the outer third and pull it up to lift the eye. Make sure we're not getting a whole lot of fallout here. It's not bad. I think I'm going to need to amp it up with a different palette. So I'm going to the Natural palette by NYX, and I'm going to hit that real dark chocolate color here on the end, and then we'll blend it. So I'm going to go take, I'm going to take this, yeah, let's see what colors should I take. I'll go with my fluffy brush again, hit that really deep chocolate. It's a matte, and I think that's going to cement it a little bit better. I try not to have frost all over, just kind of keeping it on the lid more than anything. And that's better. That gives a little more depth there, definition. Into the crease. It's a crease. Oh, duh. It's weird. You just blank on something like that. Menopause, age, I don't know. I'll use that as an excuse for a while. There, and I'm pulling it up here because, again, droopy lids, and I'm pulling it up. So, alright, and then I'm just going to blend it slightly with this little fluffy crease brush because it's a nice one. There. That's more my style. And you can make it as light, as dark, or as intense as you want, but the liner and the lashes and the brows will make all the difference. In the meantime, I'm going to take this tiny little brush. This is kind of a little liner brush. I'm actually going to hit this matte vanilla, and I'm going to have that as my highlight color up here on the brow bone, and then we'll put in the brows. I don't want shimmer up there because there's so much shimmer on everywhere else on this lid, which is good because, again, the bronzy is like that. Little frosty little. You can mattify it more, you can make it more glossy or frosty, but I kind of like a little bit of everything in here. So Oh, I'm gonna take then this frosty one here. This is a frosty vanilla highlighter. I'm gonna put it in the inner corners, right there, just to make it pop. There. I don't have a lot of room there. I'm kind of close that eye, so I have to be careful how much I put in there. And I'm gonna just hit right here on my Cupid's bow. It's a great little highlighter that you can use for a couple different things. So, all right, I'm gonna go for the brows. Oh, well, you know what? Let's pick our liner, and I think what we'll do is we'll pick. It's gonna be. I could go black, and I think I will. I think I do because I like dramatic eyes, but I'm gonna go black on the liner, because the lids are fairly light. So first we're going to do is I'm going to tight line up here. Make that lash line look thicker. And it always makes a difference, doesn't it? Sorry for looking weird right there, but there. And then I am going to line underneath and a little bit above, because I do extend this out. Extend this out just a little bit. Not a huge wing, because we're going to actually soften that. But it makes my eyes look a little bigger if I extend it out. There. And now I'm going to go under, and we're going to actually soften the black line by using a bronzy eyeshadow and mixing it with this black line, and so it still will keep that nice bronze look. I'm so glad that we're having sun now. We've had the weirdest weather. In May, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Where I live last week or so, we had beautiful sun, some clouds, then we had a downpour, and then within minutes it was hail the size of peas or bigger, and I videotaped it because it was insane. And it's like such bipolar weather where we're at. It's crazy. Anyway, so I'm really happy that we're going to have several days of sun over here now, and it's starting to feel like spring. It hasn't felt like spring at all lately. It did when we went to Savannah and did our parade over there. But it was still very cold in the morning. But it was nice weather the rest of the time. So, all right, I didn't go all the way in because I'm trying to keep my eyes on the larger side. So what we'll do then is we're going to take this little brush again and clean it off, and then I'm going to mix it with, I'm going to use the cocoa here, just so it keeps it dark, but it's got this warm tone and a little bit of frost to blend it. And we're just going to smudge it, smudge it, smudge it. Keep that smudged into the outer corner, even up in here. Just smudge the corner. See? Softens it right up. It's more in depth, but it's now warm for me. Now you can use it more black in the evening. You can definitely do that. So keep that warm bronzy thing going all the way. There, I kind of like that look. Now, obviously I need brows. I need brows. A lot of people do their eyes before anything else. I haven't gotten the habit of that. I'm just a creature of habit. Okay, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Brunette. Yeah. Yeah, eye pencil. Brow pencil. And I'm going to do this close. Hopefully you can see it. I don't have a lot of brows, so I have to do everything to them. And I've discovered that on me, with my small eyes, I don't want excessively thick or excessively dark brows. So even though it looks dark right now, we're going to lighten it up and we'll brush through it and set it and all that kind of stuff. So I have to be really careful, kind of light-handed. This goes on very dark, so I brush it out here a lot so it's not quite so dark in the front, and that helps. I set it with, and I have it somewhere, or I thought I did. I have a brow. I can find it. I'll find it in just a second. I'll do this other brow. My eyebrows are purposely, they were trimmed, well, plucked, I should say, further apart, again, because I had close-set eyes, and so I don't bring it in as far as a lot of people do. And I think there's some young girls, and not just young girls, that bring their brows in too close this way and too harsh, you know, and they may like that look. I think it closes in their eyes and makes them look stern. At least that's my opinion anyway. So I'm lightening up that a little bit. I'm going to, if I can find my brow setter. Okay, I found it. And this is also Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. And this is on the dark side, so I have to wipe a lot of product off before I use it. So just kind of want it to stay in place. There. Oops. Whoopsie. It's easier for me to do it the other way. A lot of product on here. This is a really highly tinted brow gel too, so you don't even have to use a pencil, you could just use this. I just like it more precise. And as usual, I have one brow lower than the other, and that's just the way I'm made. Have to deal with it. Okay, I'm going to contour with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer, and I'm using just a little Ulta brush, and I'm going to hit the contouring again. This was too dark when I wasn't tanning, but now that I'm tanning I can throw that in there and just emphasize it again. I'm kind of bringing it in now to try to lift my cheekbones somewhat. This is a really good one. Get my jowls. Never thought I'd have to say I have jowls. I have jowls. Yeah, that happens, right? Okay, let's see. Alright, before I do the mascara, which I'll do off camera, but it's IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I still love it. Still love it. I'm going to do an interesting technique for my lips because I don't like it really dark, but at the same time I need to line it fairly well. So what I will do is I'm going to use a couple things. There it is. NYX and Wet n Wild is my combo. So I'm going to use a Espresso lip pencil by NYX, and then I'm going to use this, I love this, Balm Stain and a Caffeine Fix from Wet n Wild, and then lip gloss, Brilliant Olivers, I'm not sure how you say it, on top. So it's really frosty, really bronzy look, but I need my darker pencil, and I'm going to try to blend it in as well as I can. So, see, this is definitely a darker pencil. And I'm trying to bring it in a little bit so that just the edges aren't so darn sharp. doing a light hand because it can really get dark. There. Okay, so blend it, and to add some tint, this Balm Stain and Caffeine Fix is awesome. I have two balm stains, and this one's the darker one, but it's still very bronzy and very nude and not too dark. I'm bringing it into the line so I can really blend that line. Now, you could just leave it like that. You could. However, I like to make my lips look as plump and juicy as possible. So I'm going to add this, and again, it's a very frosty, warm tone, so it goes right along with the bronzing. And I'm just going to hit that right there. See? Just a little bit on the upper one as well. It lightens it up a little bit, but it's still got depth to it, which I really like. Now I'm going to do I don't really, oh, we forgot this. The main thing. We're actually going to use a bronzer here instead of, well, it may use a little bit of color, but I'm going to use the bronzer with this big fluffy blush brush kind of thing. Kind of get a little extra off. I don't want too much. And we're just going to warm everything up across the nose. Look like you've got a tan kind of thing going on. And this has frost in it, so you don't need a highlighter if you don't want one, because it's really, you can see it's already got a lot of glow. And I'm actually going to put a little bit down the neck, just kind of blending all that contouring into the tan. My lighting's a little weird here, so I'm going to turn it. There we go. Yeah, there's most of it. I think I will, since we're doing a video, I'm going to hit the highlighter. I use my highlight brush, and it's in the same contour palette, and this is the Profusion contour palette. And I am just going to hit it right here. Really get that glow going. There you go. If you wanted to add then a peachy color, which I do have, a beautiful peach color, Wet n Wild, I will do that. Just if you wanted to add some color, you could leave it just like this for that bronzy glow. I'm going to take the same, because it still has bronzer on it, I'm going to just hit a little bit of that, and right on the apples, and up. Just there we go. See? Little, and this has a little bit of shimmer to it, as you can see. It's peachy, so it's not pink, and we don't want pink on a bronzy look, mostly, unless you have that kind of undertone in your skin. There. I kind of like that. I still think it needs to be mattified some with the powder, so I'm going to hit one more time over with this double duty right down the center, kind of to get rid of a lot of the shine in here. There. I like that. Okay, I'm going to off camera put on my lashes, and I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back. This is the bronzy look for summer, and forgive the mess back there. Oh, it's vacation. Anyway, I hope you liked it. I really enjoyed doing another video for you guys. I know it's been a long time, and I appreciate all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can do more videos now, and I think that would be fun, and I really appreciate all of you guys, and we'll see you all next time. If you like this, please thumbs up and leave a comment. I love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.